as I mentioned, I'm a street artist here in New York, and I've been making my living off performing for a long time. Been here for about a decade in this particular neighborhood. I work in the morning, the afternoon, and the night. I see the entire spectrum of the village. And sometimes they can make you so tired with their blasé, where they just have no spirit, any passion, any weirdness is frowned on. People walking around like they stepped in dog shit, and you listen to the music, and it's Britney Spears, who would be maybe in the top 150 of best musicians that we individually know. And you get so beaten down, and you start feeling nasty and bitter. And then you come into the sidewalk, where the wood is real, and there are people singing as passionately as Zoe Z did right there. She don't care. She puts it on the table and has a voice to match. And for me, sometimes that could make all the difference between maybe spitting in somebody's face or just laughing at yourself, getting over it, walking down the street. That's what the sidewalk is to me. That's what it's always been. It's not about celebrity. It's about just beautiful music and occasionally crappy comedy via me. Poets, dirty and weird, but who are not afraid to tell you what they actually think. So we got to protect this venue. We got to do what we've always done at the sidewalk, and we got to support the hell out of each other, because there is some boring, banal shit that wants to team up on all of us and somehow turn it into a Starbucks concert that goes on forever until we slowly dwindle away. Or we can put a middle finger out there and say, this village is still ours, and we shall sing and we shall do it all. Here at the sidewalk, in the parks, in the venues that still have a little bit of oomph. Now, I've been with this particular institution for about 8 years now. Back then I was, still in the middle of my midlife crisis, and I think that's about halfway done. I've actually kind of decided that midlife crisis might be my standard operating procedure.
Yeah.
There was a very tall, profound man 8 years ago who always liked to whisper things in my ear, because he's 80% guru, 20% crazed drunk. Which is an amazing thing, that you can get so much wisdom from a man you think, is he going to pee his pants? I don't know. I don't know. It could happen. He hasn't so far, I will give him that. But he took me aside and he said, this is a place where people will listen. He said to me one thing though, John, don't tell comics about this place. He was quite serious. It's one of the few serious things he's ever said to me. But he has guided many artists through and to the right places. He has worked the sidewalks, and he's learned this city and learned so many ways to perform, and now he brings it all and reports back with beautiful music accompanying him. He is an artist and a crazed son of a bitch. He is Master Lee, and please give him your love and attention.
We're going to take 5 minutes while this is outside. So, yes.